Oh, look at all this stuff over here. Look how just, excuse me. It's very orange.
Can you taste the iron?
So now, they're like a pond water place. The water is orange because we got iron inside of it.
Where the limestone? I mean, is it limestone? Is it limestone that he said?
Yeah.
Okay, listen up. For this presentation, this is a Tracy air hole, and we have Megan Williams. She just got married, so I got to remember that. She's a Vista Volunteer in Service to America, so she can tell you about this.
Yeah, so I guess I should introduce myself first. I met Sam earlier today, and you guys all know her, and so I have a very similar position as what she does. The program, you guys might know a little about AmeriCorps, but there's a whole bunch of different programs through AmeriCorps. So the one that I work with is called the Appalachian Coal Country Watershed Team. Can you guys hear me? Is this okay? Okay. And my program's based in West Virginia, and we're based anywhere where there's coal mining. And Wayne was talking about the coal mining earlier. I'm sure you guys just saw Centralia. So obviously there's a lot of coal mining here. And so we're here to try to deal with some of the effects of it. I work with the watershed groups in the county to help them raise funding to get volunteers to plan events, things like that for the different watershed groups. So that's what I do. So about this, over here just at the end of where you can see the water is the air hole, and that went down into the mine. So there's a mine under here, and back when they were deep mining it, that air hole allowed air to go into the mine so they could breathe it on. And so now that they stopped pumping water, the mine filled up with water, and so some of it is coming out here. So that's a whole lot of water if it's coming out through there, right? And so I don't know how much you guys remember from what Wayne was talking about earlier, but do you remember what causes abandoned mine drainage? What dissolves in the water? Do you remember? Iron. Well, iron is a result of it, but the pyrite is what dissolves. Yep. And so iron is what causes it to be orange. And so this water, though, is not acidic. The pH is about 6, which is not very acidic at all. It's close to neutral, which is a very good thing when treating this. It means that we don't have to add limestone or anything here. We just need to give the water space and time to settle out, to let the iron settle out before it goes into the stream. So that's what we're trying to do here. This green thing right here is an old USGS monitoring station. They don't use it anymore, but when they did, it was to monitor flow, and that went directly into there. You can download the information on a laptop when that's working. And then this thing here, this rectangular cut here, is called a weir, and that's to measure the flow. There's a formula that you can just put in the depth of the water above that weir to determine the flow of the system. And this water normally flows at about 1,200 gallons per minute. And then it goes under the road back here into that first pond that you see over there. Okay, so we want to head across the road. Yeah, any questions here? We're going to talk about it some more, but any questions right now? Yeah.
The oranges here also. I think we can touch it. What? The water. Put it leak. No thanks. Oh look, Coolio, I want to touch it. You go swimming in there. I'm pushing it.
I would never go swimming.
I go swimming in there. If it was green, that would be even better.
It's like that pond over there. It is nice.
That's the iron. That's not mud, that's not rock, that's not anything other than just purely precipitated iron. And that's what I'm kind of talking about. I thought that was a rock I was picking up. That's probably a good 3, 4, 6 inches deep, you know, on there. So that's what in the presentation I was talking about, that covering and coating the bottom and the rocks. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about there. You know, the animals, that becomes pretty solid. If any, it's not going to hurt you if anybody wants to just touch it or look at it, but you're going to get dirty. But you know, it's just the same way as if you had rust.
Alright, cool. Everybody else want some? No, no iron. Kid, did you know you love some iron?
That's okay. I take vitamins for that.
Looks cool, doesn't it?
You know, I mean, this is kind of this is a high flow, so
Put back in the water.
On there, and I mean, this is
Give it back.
you know, this has probably been flowing since the 60s, 50s, something like that, 70s, at the early 70s at the latest. You know, this really coats a lot of these.
Yeah, awkward now.
Digging up there, that kind of gets like a fluff, but eventually, you know, it becomes like that. So.
Yeah. I'm just playing. Kid, did you bring some travel tissues with you?
But yeah, eventually you'd have to come in and remove.
Nobody told you to go touch the iron, okay? Look.
Out of the pond there.
This thing?
This all is going to end up in the
It'll smell like a penny. Smell it.
I bet it does.
Smell it.
I bet it does.
Any other questions?
Like Play-Doh or something.
You pick up the leaf and like wipe your
If anyone got orange,
We're gonna do that soon.
the water's pretty good. Just be careful if you want to wash your hands off. You can wash off the water.
Pop me, Jim. Careful.
Anyone else try it out?
Pick up some iron. Wow. Iron is